Mm. shout out to shout out to the viewers. Shout out to the subscribers. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody who's been tapping in. Shout out to everybody who's been genuinely listening. Shout out to everybody who's been genuinely giving love. What's up? Mhm. mm, of past 5. I got this drink in my cup. I got this drink in my cup. I got this drink in my cup. 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 Drink in my cup. I got this drink in my cup. Got this drink in my cup. Yo, hold on for me. Hold that thought for me. Hold that down for me. And we on. We on. Krusher Recs, rapper, content creator, songwriter, and we in. How y'all doing today? Well, I'm having my off day today. I don't know about y'all, but I'm having my off day today, meaning that I wasn't going to work, so I had some time to rest and recollect and think about what I want, what I wish to achieve for the next week. You know, I really wish to be more financially stable next week. Definitely more financial, sustainability or whatever going on. That's what I wish to. That's what I wish next week. The coming next week. Um, yeah, it's been a productive week though. I got. I was supposed to come a bit earlier to the job or show up a bit earlier to the job, and I didn't. Day one, of course. I didn't show up day one to the job. But the other days I was spot on. I was just there. I was like, boom, I'm there. I showed up, and yeah, we've gotten off to a good start. I gotta say, I gotta say, and this supposed job is gonna have to be some sort of boost of some sort or whatever. You know, um, of course, growing the channel and making sure that maybe I film on an actual camera instead of a potato, since I'm now filming on a potato. Once said a friend of mine on these lives. Now I forget to recall. I can't recall his name, but he is right in more than one way. I am filming currently on a potato, so yeah, I don't know. Maybe if this maybe if this job drags through or carries through, maybe I'm gonna film on a camera instead of filming on a potato. Either way. Now some have been saying that they want to see my face more. Well done. Here you have it. Here's my face as you see it. What you see is what you get. Even though, my face is plastered all over the shorts. But either way, what you see is what you get. This is my face. It's my face. Right. So, the past months for me have been challenging. The past months for me have been challenging, as I have had to navigate through, being rejected, being dismissed, being made fun of, being disrespected. I've had to tolerate a whole lot of things. I've had to navigate through a whole lot of things. I had to lose some people that I thought were friends. I just had to accept the fact that I'm not even supposed to be around these people because, they're just full of clouded judgment. Right. Askana Ashley. Askana Ashley. Eskekana. Eskekana Ashley. Right. Thank you so much. So I've had to, you know, overcome a whole lot of things, the past months. Um, Masimbonge Mnganga. Hello, welcome to the live. Angelo Coutinho. Angelo Coutinho. Right. Thank you so much. So over the years, I've had to navigate through a whole lot of things, and I've had to just brave through, you know. Um, I'm very much still social. I'd want to think I'm very much still um, aware of what I'm doing. I'm still aware of my thoughts. I'm still aware of where I am mentally, physically, emotionally. Now, I'm not coming on here trying to spew some spiritual crap. This is just my 2 cents of how I've been living life. Um, add you, Masimbonge, add you. What do you mean by that? Firstly, I'm using a mobile device, a typical mobile device, right? So I'd want to think that, when it comes to adding people, young Tole, I'd like to think that when it comes to adding people, those functions are of a computer instead of a mobile device. I'd want to think. I don't know, bro, because I'm unable to access such functions. Masimbong, I believe I recognize you from one of the previous lives. Right. Or you're new. I don't know. I'm really just swamped. I'm really swamped. You know, I'm really swamped. Excuse the blurred. Excuse the blurred memory. Okay. Excuse the blurred memory. Right. So over the years, over the months, not over the years, of course, over the months, 2025, that's where we are. So over the past months, I've had to, navigate through a whole lot of things, um, losing friendships, solitude, solitude, as in even now I'm literally all by myself. And yeah, it's sort of by choice. It's sort of by choice, being by myself and having like an inner dialogue with myself. It's sort of a choice instead of it, because I know that it's to some people it is torture. It's real torture, to for you to tolerate being by yourself, and like you have to like go through like motions of life by yourself and all that. To some it's like torture, but from an objective standpoint, I don't want to think that it's very much, optional. When because life just gets somehow, bro. You know what I'm saying? Life gets somehow, and we have to navigate, and we have to make the most. We have to make the most of the little of the little that we have. We have to make the most of the little that we have instead of trying to force certain things, you know, to happen. Instead of trying to force certain relationships to happen, instead of trying to force certain types of friendships, certain types of relationships to happen. You see, sometimes you just have to start by loving yourself first, because you have to start by looking out for yourself first. You have to start by loving yourself first. You have to start by standing up for yourself first. Because what is it really going to be if you don't stand up for yourself first? What is it really going to turn to if you can't stand up for yourself first? You're not going to be able to stand up for any family. You're not going to be able to stand up for no children as a man. You feel me? That's where it all begins. Like, if you don't stand up for yourself, nothing else will happen. Nothing else. Not even as a man, also as a woman. Like, sometimes, because I hear most ladies talking about the fact that men are supposed to be key factor of why their lives improve. And I want to argue that there's no such thing. I'd like to, I'd like to, not even want, but I'd like to argue that there's no such thing as a man being a composite part of why your life improves. There's no such thing. Because ultimately, you know, what the man has or what the dude has is something that he worked for, you know, so hard, and you were never there. That's just the reality of it all. He worked so hard for whatever he has. He worked really, really hard for whatever resource that he managed to acquire. So this sense of being entitled to your man's resources, not even to say relationships, love relationships wise, but also to say also friendships, even to say family relational family relational, um on a family relational point of view or standpoint, even, right? That whatever resource or whatever um, um, amount of money that an individual acquires, dog, you were never there, dog. You were never there. You were never there, dog. And like, they worked hard for that. So you should respect the boundaries that come with you having access or getting access to those resources that that person works hard for. It's not even a matter of like man, woman, yabona, or yantola. It's not even a matter of like man, woman, but it's a matter of like just respecting the boundaries that come with how a person worked for their success. or what it took to even accumulate that success. It's a matter of respecting the boundaries that come with what it took the person to even have that money or to have those resources. It's a matter of saying, if a person says we're having chicken, we're gonna have chicken. If a person says we're gonna have beef, we're gonna have beef. If a person says we're gonna have, avocados, even, we're gonna have avocados. We're gonna have freaking avocados. Okay, it's not even a matter of like I don't eat avocados or I'm not even supposed to eat only avocados. It's a matter of saying it's just what this person affords, and it's how this person lives. It's how this person leads. You feel me? Even it's not even a matter of like circumstance, but it's a matter of like respecting, you know, the sort of preferential likes, or desires that come with being an individual, in your own mind, having your own thoughts, having your own likes, having your own tastes of something, having an affinity towards whatever you have an affinity towards. It's not even a matter of, yeah, yeah, yeah. As a woman, it's not even because our ladies, our modern women, they have that standardization type of, what I'm saying, way of going about things, and it's like, yeah, standardization is good. It's alright. It's cool, but when it comes to how a person lives and how a person leads, there shouldn't be a compromise. There shouldn't be a compromise. As a matter of fact, there should be a means of meeting them halfway. There should be a means of meeting a person halfway. There shouldn't there shouldn't be, pressure, or like, there shouldn't be any perpetual pressure, that takes place. You know what I'm saying? There shouldn't be any exploitation of any sort. You understand that? Because this guy worked for his resources, and he didn't work for them with you. That's just the reality of it. That's just the reality of it. You see, that's just the reality of it. Um, adhere huri ad adhere huri huricharan huricharan adhere huricharan, right? Adhere huricharan. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, like, what, like, as human beings, as people, as beings of the same creator, of beings of the same God, because that's what I believe. As beings of the same creator, as beings of the same God, you know, despite any religious denomination, whatever the case may be. You feel me? Uh, we should be in the position to coexist. Young Tola, we should be in the position to coexist. Family, friendship, whatever. We should be in the position to come together, to coexist, to coalesce, no matter what. And not only on the basis of money, materials, possessions, and wara young Tola, but also on various life aspects. We should coexist. We should come like this, like a jigsaw puzzle. We should just coincide nje, uyangithola nje, just come together. We should do the ideology and just and just come together. Like physics, chemical, what you might call this? Like a chemical reaction. Uyangithola? I'm quoting physics because physics mainly deals with particles and everything. Yeah. Either way. No, I didn't go to university. The only thing that I ever do is listen to Neil deGrasse Tyson. I swear. Oh my gosh. That's the only thing that I ever do. I listen to Neil deGrasse Tyson. I watch very, very um you know physics, driven, science driven videos. And so from those encounters, I sort of derive what I derive. I'm not like really perfect at it. Like I just can relate certain things because I just see what they are conveying, and in my mind is like, oh, particles, oh, okay, oh, when atoms friction, whatever, the case is, and then certain charges come to be, or certain charges are emitted, you know yeah, light spectrum, you know I'm not perfect, but very interesting. It's very, very interesting. Um, I'm not really as dumb as I look or as dumb as I sound. I would want to think that my mind is very malleable. That's what I'd want to think. I'd want to think that my mind is very malleable. And well, I guilty as charged. I really don't do reading of much books. But I'm very, very curious of many things. I'm very curious of many things, and I tend to question many ideas that are set before me. I tend to just question everything, and I really just can't get enough of it. Questioning everything, why everything is the way that it is, why we exist, all that, yada yada. I just question everything because it's like, for real, for real, for real, like real talk, real talk, real talk. I don't think that we'll ever be in the position to fully identify who we are and why we're here. Okay, we may have means and devices, we break down particles, we figure out atoms, you know, we discover things like quirks. Taller, we discover um, forces, different forces. I believe that I can't recall by mind currently, but we discover forces. We discover various emissions. You know, not only just the emission of the sun's rays, but we come across various emissions via the devices that we've invented. So we as humanity have come very far, I gotta say. And well, I'm not a guy who knows much. I'm not a guy who knows much, but I do advise, yeah, excuse the signal. Firstly, excuse the signal. Me for the signal. You're gonna have to pardon me for this. You're gonna have to pardon me for the subtle cuts and interruptions. Okay? You're gonna have to bear with me, please. You're gonna have to bear with me for the subtle cuts and interruptions. Bear with me, because it's gonna happen, right? I'm just let me just let you know prior to any expectation being raised. Let me just let you know, right? Just bear with me. The signal is gonna cut, glitches. I don't know what the hell's going on, but bear with me. I'm still here. Krusher Recs, rapper, content creator, one of the best rappers ever. That's what I believe, bro. Personally, this me, I really just don't think that he can be outdone at this point in time. Okay, maybe by the guys who are big, but yeah, whatever. So I was talking about the fact that, you know, um, we as humanity, we have really, really progressed technologically. We've progressed technologically all these things that we're able to do is like out of this world, literally, bro. Like the devices that we've invented. Yeah, I'm saying we because I'm a human as well. I'm like also categorically a creator. I'm like categorically an inventor as well. Or even if I'm like categorically still not qualified to be in the physics in the in the field of quantum physics or in the field of any relatable science. Of course, being on physics, but still, I'm very, very compelled. I'm very compelled. I watch Neil deGrasse Tyson, Star Talk. You know what I'm saying? Even subscribe to the channel. Check out Star Talk. If anybody is a physics, just learning, and just educating yourself and just self-educating yourself, in terms of like different forces, how particles function, how certain atoms relate to others or whatever the case is, because atoms are differentiated as well, according to my understanding. So, yep, yes sir, yes sir. You're gonna have to pardon me again for the poor visuals, as we currently don't have access to a proper camera. Okay? But either way, but either way, Baba, we operate, Baba. We be mixing it up, Baba. We be saucing it up. Lalelanda. Go check out my shorts. Nyangtol. Some of you guys that are probably new to this channel and are like wondering why is this guy even here and like whatever, go and like check out my shorts, my raps specifically. Go check out my shorts, my raps. Okay, go check out my raps. All right, and all I can say is be the judge. That's all I'm gonna say. Be the judge. Check out my raps and be the judge. You know what I'm saying? And I haven't really gotten tired of announcing it. I'm still gonna release raps on my shorts. Okay, I'm gonna release raps on my shorts. Um, I've been doing this like week in, week out, and I'm really not gonna get tired. You know what I'm saying? Because I sort of worked for this opportunity, to be even here right now. So I'm not even gonna get tired of announcing what I have to announce. I'm gonna be recording two feature songs, right? I'm gonna be recording two feature songs. Um, I'm gonna be with a fellow rapper. I'm not a producer, but I'm gonna be with a fellow rapper, producer, beat maker. Okay, on that song. No, I think that he's not gonna appear on that song. What he told me is that he's gonna sort of do like a DJ Khaled type of thing. That's what he said. I still wonder what he really means by that. I still wonder what he means by that. He said that he's gonna do a DJ Khaled type and probably some star-studded roster. As far as the song goes. In terms of like how the deliverance of the verses is gonna be. I take it that it's gonna be star-studded. Few surprises up his sleeve that I never thought he could have. So yeah, just gonna have to do those feature songs and drop those verses. And I'm never gonna get tired of announcing this, guys. Okay, I'm never gonna get tired. Oh my gosh, I'm never gonna get tired of announcing this. Okay, I'm still gonna drop the YouTube um my freestyles, of course, the freestyle raps. Instead of doing like the phone recording videos on the phone type of thing, I plan to record in the studio. But I'm still not sure. I'm still not sure. Maybe I could do it. Maybe I could record some songs in the studio, or maybe that is to say I could record um freestyle raps in the studio. Maybe I could do that. Like I could just record in the studio freestyle raps. You know what I'm saying? And then have those raps mastered, mixed, mastered, and whatever properly, and then whatever, and then maybe drop some freestyles, that I could actually mix. You know what I'm saying? Just mix it up. You know what I'm saying? You never know what to expect with me. You never know what to expect with me. You never know what to expect with me. So then again, I want to apologize for the signal. I want to apologize for the signal. If it's cutting, if it's currently cutting, please bear with me. Please bear with me. Please bear with me. Please bear with me. Chat. Please bear with me, chat. Please bear with me, Askekana Ashley. Please bear with me, Masimbonge Mnanga. Yo, yo, yo. I'm so sorry, man. I am so sorry, chat. I am so sorry, chat. Hey, chat. Forgive me, chat. Forgive me. Forgive me. Forgive me. Forgive me. Forgive me. Forgive me. Um. Okay. What I wanna assert right now. What I want to make. Let me just do this. Let me just do this. Okay. What I want to make known right now is that well, as time goes, as I grow with time, as I hope that some of you are gonna be patient with me, you know what I'm to just grow with me as time goes. And I nah. Hey. This has been Krusher Recs, rapper, content creator, coming to you live. Yeah, just because shit, dog. Yep. Oh, I'm gonna see you in the next one. But either way, keep tuning into the shorts. Keep rocking with me on live. Don't stop, no matter what happens, bro. Even if them witches, even if whatever interrupts, nigga, ain't no stopping this right here, nigga. Baka. I'm gonna see you on the next one. Thank you for the peace and love. Keep it always as it is, and I'm gonna do the same. You know what's going on though.